please tell me where the masculine men are out there?
Women, where do you find good men? Here is a pro.
Okay, so this is not about pursuing men, but it's about strategically placing yourselves in areas and places that high value men would be.
Women are screaming, where are the good men? But what happened to leave women alone?
Truth is that the women that walk around saying there's no good men out there, they have neural pathways that will only allow them to notice no good men out there.
You have a good man, don't think you're gonna find a better man somewhere else.
Try going to Lowe's or Home Depot, your local.
Migtow is men guarding their wallets. The good men is home.
All these women are running around saying there's no good men, there's no men. And he's like,
they created it.
You motherfucker spent the last 10 years telling them that they were toxic.
And
now you've got all these demasculated men and you don't want to be with them. That's why these dating apps, you motherfuckers are using these dating apps and you're going out and giving some pussy to a dude hoping he'll fall in love, and he's leaving your house and going and banging 4 more chicks that are doing the same thing that night.
To all my ladies who are trying to find love, this one is for you. So if you're looking to find a masculine man, a true masculine man, not the one that's on the internet here arguing with women, but a true masculine man, try going to Lowe's or Home Depot, your local hardware store, especially on a Saturday or even on a Monday when the contractors are picking up their stuff. Try going there to find a true masculine man.
Strong, independent woman that doesn't need no man, okay? I just want one, you know, because they're kind of cute and they smell good sometimes and they pick up heavy things, you know, like me.
This isn't even for me, but girlies, listen to me good. If you want, and I got crust in my eyes, listen, if you want a high value man, a man with a little bit of De Niro, go to Starbucks in the morning. Go to Starbucks in the morning. You're welcome.
Girl, let me tell you something. If you continue to say and believe and put that into your atmosphere that all men are the same, you will never attract or bring about or manifest the man that you want in your life, that you need in your life. Because what happens is your words are powerful. And so if you're saying that all men are the same, that's that you're creating a mindset. You're ingraining something within you that believes that. So you don't think that a good man can even come to you. So stop saying that all men ain't shit and check your perspective and the way you look and see things. If not, you're just going to keep on being miserable without the man that you really should be with. Have a good day.
Worked a lot and provided a good life, but she spent the money and cheated on me with 9 guys that I found out about. When a female says all men isn't shit, but still try to be in a relationship, anything that man does is going to be compared to other men. Just like everyone isn't going to be saved. A lot of females don't deserve a good man. The reason why these women keep saying all men are the same is because they keep picking and choosing the same types of guys to date. A good man is a man who supports his family. A good man is a man who goes above and beyond. And most of these modern women do not deserve that kind of man. Also, most of them aren't used to the good man. He's either too much of a good man or he's too nice. And that's a problem for these women today. Just like this woman here who says a good man isn't enough.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
we will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny to me.
And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man because
Maybe that's what
he's
they
a
like.
he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta you gotta throw that out.
Basically, what this bird is saying is, if a good man treats a woman right, takes care of her and the kids, make sure they're fed, take her on dates, that man is still not enough. If you ever in your life come across a woman like that, you need to humble her and get her out of your life as soon as possible. Nothing but misery awaits going down that road. That woman is on her way to 40 with 4 cats.
There are lots of good men. Raise your hand if you're one of them.
Women can't see a good man if they are viewing us through the filter of pain and unhealed wounds. We all go through challenges, but there is good left. I am. But give me a reason why I should be a good man to a woman that'll never want me because of being a good man. We exist but are bottom-of-barrel choices for the girls that want the rough-and-ready bad boy type.
To all you ladies that say, there's no good men out here, where are the good men? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They pass you every day. 68% of men are in the middle class or above. More than 2/3 of men out here. They pass you every day. They're in the coffee shops, they're in the gyms, they're at the steakhouses, they're in the lounges, they're out and about. The question is, why are you getting in front of them? And secondly, why are they not coming up to you and talking to you if they want you? No, the problem is the men you want aren't approaching you. So now all of a sudden there's no good men that meet your standards. That's not true. There's a ton of good men out here, and you continuously overlook them, and you refuse when the ones that you want are not approaching you. You just say there's no good men out here. That's BS. There's a ton of good quality, qualified men out here that would be glad to get in a relationship, but the question is, are you relationship worthy? Do you put yourself in the position, and are you worth the approach? I gotta shoot straight. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of you are not because of your attitude about dating a man, and they sense that from a mile away. If you're gonna tell me they're not out here, that's not true. They're everywhere out here. So the question is, why are they not approaching you?
I'm in my 50s and married. I would have never thought at this age I would know many men and women who are single in their 20s, 50s. Women don't love themselves enough to know what they want. Women will never face the truth that they know nothing about dating. They'll just blame everyone else. Men will admit they lack. Women will blame the world. Most of the women who are screaming, "Where are the good men?" aren't worthy of the good men. They're usually women who come from crazy, toxic relationships, and they're carrying their baggages and trauma along with them. Some of them just jump into these relationships out of desperation. Their number one concern should be focusing on healing themselves, not to try and break the good guy's heart.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but is it so freaking difficult to meet a man that has a steady job, no kids, all his teeth, good looking, good in bed, goes downtown, has a vehicle, a license? I mean, are these like outlandish things to ask for in a man? Like, I am just like in awe of the selection out there is rough. I mean, I know I'm not like perfect. I know I need to lose weight, but I mean, I'm pretty. I have all my teeth. I have good skin. I mean, I have so much to bring to the table. I'm educated. I have a good job. I have no children. I'm 43 years old and I'm still struggling. Is it because I'm too picky? Because sorry, I'm not settling and I'm not lowering my standards like I did in my last relationship. So, oh my gosh, like I'm going to be single forever. Forever single, 43. That's it.
Well, at least she knows she's gonna be single for a long time. A 43-year-old woman trying to date with a 25-year-old woman's mindset. There's a reason why some people say women are just tall children. She's talking about being picky, like she's got all the time in the world. Maybe she don't realize this, but that's exactly what's keeping her single. It's probably why she's been unmarried for so long.
This is for the gentleman. If you're not a gentleman, then just keep scrolling. Now that the gentlemen are here, you guys, appreciate you.
Good men exist. The only reason why a whole bunch of women are not finding them is because good men do not go to clubs. They do not go to bars. They do not go where there is going to be chaos. Good men stay at home where they know they have some peace and quiet. Because good men value their peace. Good men also keep their circle of friends small because they can tell the difference between a good person and a bad person. If they associate with a bad person, then they're not a good person now, are they? Good men value the friendships that they have, and they value what they believe in. So good men are not going to be surrounding themselves with bad people because that would ruin their peace. They would prefer to be with a small group of friends who have the same values as them, who value peace. A lot of good men also stay at home with their wives and children because they value families. A lot of good men also go to church because they know that that's where their values lie. Because they know that church is what makes them a good man. So if you want to know where all the good men are, they're sticking to themselves because they value their peace and quiet.
Please tell me where the masculine men are out there?
I suppose that depends on what one's definition of masculine is. However, they happen to be everywhere. But a lot of them are hiding.
Seems like there's more men nowadays that want to be the one in the relationship.
Let's hear this one out.
What happened to the chivalrous man? They're far and few between.
Modern feminism happened, convincing men that they suffered from toxic masculinity and that women can do everything on their own so they don't need men to act in a chivalrous manner.
If you are them, where do they find you?
They've been out there the whole time, but frankly, a lot of them are avoiding contact with a lot of women because they never know which ones are going to yell at them for holding open a door.
It's local Home Depot. See what's wrong. Like, oh, go find your man at Home Depot. No, the guy that's there on a Saturday morning is there because his wife sent him there to get the shit to work on the project.
Okay.
Maybe I can find you at Costco in the meat market.
Meat market, huh? Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
But literally, what happened to the masculine men? Where do I find you? Where do women in general find you? And when did men become such little dusty boys? All right, rant over.
Honestly, women have no one but themselves to blame for this in modern feminism because they constantly demanded that men change their ways and stop being so toxically masculine, and this is the result. So, again, be careful what one asks for, because you just might get it.
This is everything these days. I have a grown son looking to move overseas just to find a wife. We masculine men are hiding so we can't be found, so our hearts can't be hurt, and our emotions can't be played with. We are out there trying to support our bros who are trying to get back on their feet. Good men who got told to not be themselves. We are out here, but we do not bother looking anymore to meet women. I'm done. I know everything I need to know to fix anything that needs fixed. Would love to have a woman in my life, but not looking. I was on a date many years ago. I opened the car door for her, and she stood in front of me and told me I could open my own door. That was our first and last date. The chivalrous man was trying to be chivalrous until he was told he wasn't needed anymore. Now what these men are doing is traveling the world, going overseas and avoiding contact with modern women. A lot of these women will discard the good man and then later on in life beg for them to come back. That's just not how things work. You've had your chance.
Where did all the cowboys go? The kind of man that would walk you home. Say yes, ma'am, to your...
There are no good guys left in New York. Why do all New York men suck? Now, I used to believe this. I used to think all New York men suck until I cracked the code. In New York City, there's an even split between great guys and objectively shitty guys. 50-50, simple as that. But within the 50% of objectively great guys, there's only 20% that are available. And this is because the other 30% are cuffed. They're in a relationship. So that's why it feels like there are no great guys, because there's only 20% of them that you can actually have. And they're scarce, so kind of you never know where they're going to be. Are they going to be at a coffee shop? Are they going to be in a Barnes & Noble? Probably not. And while the city does attract certain rats, there's equally great rats out there. They're just more scarce because half of them have been snatched.
Y'all, we just left the DL. And if you know, you know. And whenever you question where the hell are all the fine black men, that's where they are. Yeah. So, and they are DL. Yeah. Bingo.
Where did all the good men go?
There's actually two things here. Besides me being old enough to be your mother, and there's a lot of women my age still asking that question, where are the good guys at? A lot of them are in the friend zone where you left them. And when we have a nice guy, right, we're attracted to him, but then we find out he's just too nice, and that's the part that makes them unattractive. Instead of shying away, how about speaking up and empowering them, saying, hey, I love, it would be really attractive if you, took the lead. It's more attractive if you take the initiative, or if you call me more, if you set boundaries or challenge me, because a lot of those nice guys are really just waiting to be empowered, and they can be great men. The other thing is, as you said, 20, 30-year-olds are still into smoking and partying. Well, those guys right there are going to have to go through a whole bunch of shit in their lifetime until they get to be about my age and turn out to be great men. So you either have the opportunity to tell some nice guys to level up, or you have the opportunity to wait for those guys playing around to grow up.
The bottom line is, women got exactly what they've been asking for. Most of the guys got tired of being told they're too nice and just quit dating altogether. They keep asking for the men, but the men are around them everywhere in the streets they walk by. Fellas, you should get with a woman that wants to see you level up. That's the woman that deserves to be in your life.
Down, down.
If you're a single woman in dating, stop scrolling. This is for you. As a dating coach, here's an obstacle that women share with me all the time. If you start to feel like all men are the same and there's no good men out here, that's a scarcity mindset, and I want you to take a break. While you're on that break, I want you to start a morning manifestation routine. Here's why this is important. A woman who has the ability to speak life into herself is powerful. She's also less likely to attract and tolerate bullshit. This is why I created a morning manifestation routine that helps you change your inner narrative in 4 weeks. Because everything that you've ever desired is on the other side of doubt. And as your new dating coach, I want to see you win.
No matter how good of a man you are, you will never be good enough for an immature woman. Some women cannot appreciate good men, and it's not your job to love them until they do.
That is absolutely correct. So many men have fallen victim to those types of women and came out broken. Do not give yourself or your time to someone who doesn't value you, appreciate you, or cherish you as well. You will be the one to regret it in the end.